Yeah, so my story is a bit more about future, and sometimes we look a lot in past, which is very important, but on daily basis we need to think about decisions, what's happening next, and how we gonna develop, which direction we going to develop the business, how we gonna work with our employees, and plan, do different things. So my story will be about that, but maybe from different specific perspective. Yeah, my daily task is to work with the business owners who are mostly visionaries, who think about futures a lot. What is that? But what was that?
It's a prank, bro.
It's the future. Yeah, so that's how I think the business owner's mind looks like. It's like a tunnel going to whatever, some abstract place. Yeah, so, and it's always a request from customers, from our customers come, then they quite, sometimes very like basic, like we want to see what's happening and what was the sales, what was the results, what was the statistics historically, but we still try to push them a little bit further with time to get more detailed, more maybe advanced analytics and use tools that eazyBI has for that. A little bit about the flex.bi in general. We are powered by eazyBI. The cat is monitoring us all the time. Every day we work together, and yeah, I think we've been together since the very beginning, and we try to adjust eazyBI platform for ERP, for CRM, for different business data. That's our daily tasks. But in eazyBI context, we work a lot with trainings and do individual group trainings, and also travel to different locations to do workshops with eazyBI customers, and do also different customization projects. But how to build a beautiful dashboard that works is one of the tasks that we are sewing with our customers daily, and also something we teach. Yeah, one thing that already Raymond's mentioned is the certification, partner certification. We also do the certification part. And congratulations to those partners who already are here. Nimbo, yeah, nice to see you. We were working a month ago from very distant locations, and now I see you here, very happy about that. So maybe we will, with some of the partners, we will meet in trainings in certification context. And from our team here, we are 6. I think more than half participated in singing last night. So it's quite a good score. If you haven't said hi to our teammates, you can still manage to ask them any questions. Guido was yesterday talking about MDX debugging. He feels really fun about that. I really like that. But you know, yeah, when we try to teach these complicated things and make them maybe not that complicated in some way. So going back to the topic and the evolution of dashboards, how to get from descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive. So there's a evolution that we all know, yeah, evolution thing. And there's one exercise I want you to do with me together. Maybe it will also wake us all up after yesterday. Can you take one hand up? Yeah? Can you take the other hand up? Okay. Can you take now both hands up? Maybe a bit more? A bit more? Yeah? Okay. Can we stand up? Yeah? You see how far we go? It's quite good. And it's just an exercise that shows that we never do our best attempt at the first try. Yeah, and there's always a place for a little improvement, maybe for a big improvement. So that's also a story that you can think about when you build the dashboards. And I'm going to tell you actually about Japan, which might be surprising. So konnichiwa, Nihon, which actually means hello, Japan. Just a week ago, we came back from Japan, where we were presenting eazyBI dashboards and flex.bi dashboards, and had also a good time with our team. A lot of food involved, a lot of different attractions, so it was great. And I definitely can say that Japanese really would love that little cat that you have. That's all about. All Japan is about having little characters that advertise the product. So yeah, we for that particular reason, we needed to create a dashboard. And first we thought, okay, let's just have a dashboard, but then we thought, okay, let's translate it in Japanese. So we ended up having a story about a Japanese cafe who is selling sushi, because the event is called Sushi Tech. What would be a different name for a technology event in Tokyo, right? So yeah, we created a dashboard that translated eazyBI charts and descriptions in Japanese, so it's more easy to understand. But I think the main idea is that we created the first version for exhibition, but for this event, I little bit adjusted the same dashboard and added some more things to maybe have that extra push. The story, as I said, is about a cafe, which is located in an office building. It sells, they have 3 locations. They serve food, 5 types of sushi-related products to workers who come to the office building. And they do deliveries only. Yeah, so Meijingu, which is one of the greatest temple locations in Tokyo, Osaki, which is a district where Expo was is at the moment located, and Umeda, which was a place where we stayed. And in this particular case, we used the Jira data to create orders, to create these cafe orders, and then try to analyze how can we help this company. They have 2 problems in their business, and the 2 business problems are how to earn more in this limited working hours they have, 9 to 5. Yeah, so only that is, and they work only Monday to Friday. And the second problem is how to plan the workers' shifts efficiently so they could serve all the orders they could possibly get. And let's go through these different dashboard types, how we could help them to solve this problem. If we talk about different analytics types than descriptive, there's one more diagnostic analytics that is used in some resources, but I like to stick more to these 3. But if you would look at this topic in depth, you would also get that, but I will just continue with these 3. So descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive. So descriptive analytics is something we see the most when we build a dashboard. That's the first question we have. So what has happened? What's happening now? And that's something we always think, okay, that's a good thing to analyze. Let's see what's happening now. Then the next question is, what's going to happen? What will happen? Can we make any future predictions? That's a prediction. Yeah, name it says itself, so it's predictive analysis. And the next one is prescriptive analysis, is how can we make it happen? How can we make something happen that we want? How can we maybe do some recommendations or prescriptions? Yeah, we can go to pharmacy, they give us prescription. So basically, it's the BI can give you a prescription, how to act. Yeah, and for this particular sushi cafe, descriptive analytics is quite obvious. Yeah, so we can say sales by locations and employees, top selling items. What are the orders per location? And there are some KPIs like total sales per location, average order value, or maybe speed of delivery. And that's a very, very common things that we would normally analyze. Also dynamic in time. Here's a dashboard. You can scan the code and also open it in your mobile phone, but I will also open it for you here. So here's a dashboard, and what we can see here that there's pretty much all of the information that we could use. I will also open the actual version of that. And yeah, there's location results. There are different orders, different customer types that have ordered. where we can see the average values, yeah, so turnover by different days. We can see that there are also some emojis included the Japanese particularly like, and actually it's a nice feature that you can use emojis in eazyBI. Programmers don't like it when I use them, especially when you have to write different MDX with these calculated numbers. But sometimes it's a good thing to use for dashboards in development process, where you can add some marks like check mark when it's done, or maybe some comment that gives people more live feeling of this dashboard. And this dashboard kind of seems right, and it gives all the overview, but can we do more? Can we do more, and can we analyze more? So let's see what we can do from perspective of the next type of analytics. So predictive analytics, it's something that is going to be in the future, something that is most likely to happen or might happen, or gives us some prediction about results that we might get. So typically it would be like sales forecast, or maybe our requests that we have, the forecast of different customer orders per project, or maybe specific tasks that we have. In Sushi Cafe context, that's also maybe a data segmentation that helps us to understand how the data is spread. So different forecasts, and eazyBI has some also solutions for that. So let's look at the dashboard of predictive. Okay, it's jumping somewhere around. So what we have here, we have a prediction forecast, this bar chart, which calculates the quite simple result at the end of the months that could be if we continue to work in the same speed, which is suitable for some businesses, not for all of them, but it's a simple thing that helps for a business owner to plan what are we expecting at the end of the months. Yeah. The same type of prediction can be added also to the bar chart like that, and you can see the tendency, how the months are going, and the prediction and forecast of these particular months when we are where we are now. The second thing that we can do, we can also do some what-if analysis, maybe. Yeah. So what would be our future income if we multiply it or add 30%, 10%, and that can be also done quite good with eazyBI, whether using calculated numbers, or you can now use also AI Assistant for that. I have tried giving him tasks to, what would be the average tasks, what would be the tasks amount that we can solve if we increase the speed of solving by 10%. Yeah, so you can try to also write these types of questions to AI Assistant that we have. And these are the values that you can use for planning, to plan your budgets, your targets for the team, and just analyze them from different perspectives and different ways how to look at them. And of course, you have to make decision yourself, but this can be a valuable input when you do the planning. What else is in this dashboard? There is also I don't know why I can't scroll down, but let's just make it bigger. Yeah, so there is also this new chart of spider chart that you can use also to spot. This is statistics about the trends on different days on product lines. So you can see that some days are selling more one type of product, and the other days are more into different products. So we can actually see here that the makis should be sold more maybe on Friday. For some reason it's not selling, so we could add maybe some promotion for that. Yeah. So by using these type of charts like a spider chart and also a scatter chart, we can see some big picture of the data, how it's spread, and that helps us to analyze. You can also zoom in this chart. My colleague didn't know that. But yeah, you can also calculate different ratios for how the data correlates together. Like we can see here that even some products are sold more Yeah, so orders delivered the more in this product, but the more revenue is from Mackey's. Yeah, so it gives us the more like a better understanding of what we are actually doing and how we can maybe change the way how we do things, how we sell, what we sell, and how we do the promotions. So that's about predictive. And let's talk about prescriptive. So regarding prescriptive analysis, there is we could recommend maybe what inventory should be kept based on the orders that we have, because we could know maybe what products are needed. Also, we could calculate recommendation for staff count, how many people we need, by knowing what is the maximum orders they can process. Or we can maybe do some menu optimization, like promoting the underperforming items. Yeah, so if you have spotted them in the previous charts, you can decide, okay, let's promote, and BI can maybe show me what I should promote in which day. And do also dynamic pricing suggestions. Yeah, so that's something we could do. And let's have a look about this prescriptive dashboard. So for this dashboard, what we did is we calculated based on the previous charts. We did some calculations knowing that each worker can handle 420 orders per day, which is like demo data, so it's magic, fantasy world. But based on that, we can calculate that there are some days that less workers are needed, and some days that are more workers are needed. So which helps us to work with the efficiency of the company employers. And also, we did some recommendations on product. So based on that some products are underperforming in some days. They are recommended that they should be sold more. So offer more nigiri. So this is, you can change days. So this is Tuesday. For Tuesday, you need to offer more nigiri and prepare more chirashi, because this will be very, very high request. So these are just like simple suggestions, but they gives us already more like action plan, and not only result of historical data that we already kind of know. Yeah, we have orders, we have people, but what to do about it? And we can use this, of course it's not going to be 100% precise, but we can still use it as a valuable input. And going back to the cafe, only this last dashboard can actually help to address these two questions, because the previous ones are not really assisting that much, the first one particularly. Well, it seems at the first sight that the first one is quite okay, but it gives a lot of thinking that we have to do ourselves. So let's use the intelligence that eazyBI has to help to address more complicated questions. And yeah, some other common use cases where predictive and prescriptive analytics are used. So sales forecasting and spotting different patterns is something we already touched. We do a lot of solutions for inventory demand and planning for stores to see, and also to recommend to salespeople which model should go first, because maybe value will drop, to spot so they can get some blinking light, and if the customer has, they say, okay, we have 5 bikes and 3 of them must be sold first. Yeah, and that's something that business knows. You can definitely know your preferences, how the salespeople should work. Also, for resource planning, for machine planning, for planning shifts of the workers, because that's something that can be calculated, and it helps a lot to plan that thing automatically. Of course, there are celebrations, there are different occasions where you have to make your own decision, but it can help you to do the majority of these tasks. And also marketing optimization. As I said, you can spot where some items are underperforming, and you can promote them on the days when they are maybe not that popular, or maybe they give some discounts. So it helps in the marketing as well, all these like segmentations mostly. So conclusions, I would say, is that evolution takes time. It takes time for the business to grow from analyzing what has happened to get to that next level. So how we're going to use that data to maybe get some more information, some more detailed information. And I can say that, of course, the first thing you have to create that overview dashboard, but then in time, when that's working and that's ready, you can start to ask more complex questions. And yeah, we never do our best in our first try. That's something to remember. So try more, try to get that apple from the upper branch, yeah. And take your eazyBI dashboards to the next level and use all the functionalities that eazyBI offers. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. Arigato.
Thank you. And do we have any? Yeah, we have.
Right, thank you. So I think this presentation very nicely supplements mine from the morning. And the question that I have for you, and I think I know the answer to it, but I still want to ask it. You make 3 dashboards, right? So all of those, descriptive, predictive, prescriptive. Should you now be using just the last one because it's the best, or should you use all of them still?
Yeah, it's a very good question, because actually I was a bit lazy creating the 4th dashboard, because the result would be that the tendencies of these 2 last ones should be integrated in first one. And you can use like different arrows up that show tendencies. You can do little suggestions. So basically what I would do, I would take these 2 last ones and then rework the first one to add this extra information in a very maybe little corners, but it's still going to be there. And then I will still have these like extended versions where you can look in depth in this topic, but I would add the knowledge of that also in the first one. You're welcome.
More questions? If not, thank you very much.
Thank you.